Time for the Power to Connect with Angela Ray.
It's very rare to know someone who is a park ranger, period, point blank. It's even more difficult to find that an African-American man was a park ranger and you were a park ranger. That's so cool. Did you run into Smokey the Bear? Okay.
Oh, man. So, I was an urban city park ranger in the historical side of things. So I was an intern at Martin Luther King National Historical Park. Shout out to Ranger Marty Smith, who's like a big brother to me, another Black man who, you know, I can talk to, reach out and show me a lot of things in the park ranger field. And also about Dr. King and other people surrounding Dr. King. So, you know, that generational knowledge was passed on from them to Marty and Marty to me. And so shout out to Marty.
Shout out to Marty.
Whoop, whoop. And not only that, you know, I went to Klondike Gold Rush National Park with Superintendent Bill, and he allowed me to dig in more about African-American history in the Klondike Gold Rush. So I have a project called Finding 99 that it talks about 99 plus African-Americans that went in the time of Reconstruction, came all the way from the South, Midwest, migrated all the way to Seattle, and then go from Seattle all the way up to the Yukon to search for gold, and have an amazing story about a Black woman who comes back, maybe Mason, comes back with a gold dust that's relatively like $5,000 to $6,000, which was a lot back then. She took her family to Africa, everywhere else. She decided when she wanted to marry her man, she had a nice dress laced in diamonds. So people talk about stunning and everything else. They was doing it back then as well.
I know. That's right. Don't act like we just started.
No. So to make those connections to the environment, we have to talk about history. There's some things that'll be missing. And once again, I'll always talk about the importance is multicultural environmental education, is how to make things relevant to no matter what culture comes into the classroom. Everybody has a connection to the environment.
That's right. Somehow, some way. Let me ask you about something else. You do that's extremely extraordinary. I know you just returned from Florida. And I need you to know I was praying for you because my brother brought some other folks to swim with sharks, and I didn't know what it meant. So tell me about this wonderful program.
Man, 3 amazing organizations came together to create shark therapy. So West Atlanta Watershed Alliance, Gangsters to Growers, and the Great Plains Restoration Council.
Okay.
They came together to take formerly incarcerated young men and women and do restoration work in Atlanta at places like the Outdoor Activity Center and do restoration work down in Florida where we plant mangroves because they're nurseries for sharks. As you may know, when we build on the beaches and everything else, it takes away the mangroves. The mangroves help with high tides, help with storm, and it's also a nursery for little small animals. And also we did ADA accessible trails as well. We helped build out more trailage. So these young men and women, they work their tails off, and their graduation is tomorrow from this program. And their graduation trip was to head down to Florida where we snorkeled with sharks.
That's amazing.
Amazing video.
I need some of that video.
I got you. What happened is they were able to take their time to get adjusted to the water. These are swimmers and non-swimmers. They got a chance to answer or ask questions about the nature, about sharks, plus more. 100% got into the water. Or in some type of way, form, or fashion.
And I'm assuming some people didn't know how to swim.
A couple people didn't know how to swim. Tarian is one of them, and he is amazing. and he got into the pool. He got into the oceans last year, and it changed that he was able to come back this year and go again and share his experience.
That's awesome. Awesome.
These young Black individuals have amazing hot sauce, and I got to share that hot sauce with you as well.
Come on.
They are doing a lot of things to change their lives. So when we talk about sharks, we talk about these misperceived notions that people put on formerly incarcerated or whatever Black people that are already put in dangerous situations. And then also sharks. Why do we have this notion about sharks? What do we know outside of Shark Week about sharks?
Outside of Jaws, dun-dun, dun-dun.
And a lot of them know about Jaws, but they don't know educated about sharks. Sharks are definitely friendly. And people like, well, won't you have to be in a cage? Well, you have dangerous sharks as well, like we have dangerous people. But it's not talked about. How we as human beings are cutting shark fins to make soup.
Oh, what?
It's not talking about how we are capturing them when we try to catch other fish and then killing them and then throwing them back in the ocean.
So I'm seeing some parallels between the way the shark is thought of, is presented via Hollywood versus the way Black people are treated. Presented in Hollywood, you see how they present us. If they can do a show with us with we're a bunch of criminals and gangsters selling drugs. What about a show about a brother like you, park ranger, environmental steward? How about that?
And when this perception comes, not only it impacts others around us, not giving us opportunities. Mm-hmm. That's why we got to become our own entrepreneurs as well. But it is bled into our own community. Mm-hmm. So now I'm having friends that see this and like we posted it out there and people like, you were swimming with sharks? Did you have a cage? Oh, bro, you got to be crazy because they do this and this. And I was like, well, look at this video or understand this. And they go, hold up, I didn't know that. What kind of sharks you were? And I was like, I was with lemon sharks, hammerhead, and a bull shark. Super large, super big. I had to trust in my brother Jareed Manos, who do this a lot. And I had to debunk some notions myself because I am a leader in this community. And then these young men and women have to see me. And I have other leaders that are also I'm a leader amongst my peers as well.
Right. Yes, you are.
So we have to change the narrative. Absolutely. We have to change the narrative.
And that's something that I think you're good at doing, irrespective of whatever topic might be on the table. You are very good at switching the narrative and getting us back to where we need to be, back to where we should have been, because there's just so much to make up for. You know, we didn't all start the race at the same time. You didn't pass me the baton at the same time you passed so-and-so the baton. So there's just a lot of learning and connecting that we need to do. And a lot of people of color, Black people, we just have not had the time to do that because we are trying to simply survive on a day-to-day basis. And while we're doing that, life is passing us by and we are not able to allow the beauty of nature and the environment to help to calm us, to provide peace for us, because that's what it does for me. Whenever I get pissed off and angry, go take a walk, Angela, go take a walk. And you see people, you smile, just being out there. I don't care if it's raining, what's snowing, whatever, just go outside and you just, and looking at where you are again, I just wish I was there with you. I wish we were having a picnic with the folks you just took down to Florida with you. But listen.
Whenever you're in Atlanta, just come through. Whenever you're in Atlanta. I love it. You or not, you'll be taken care of. Come through.
I love it. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed talking with you. You know, you brought up so many important issues, our elders, the fact that we need to be so appreciative of them and what they've done for us. And we need to make sure we take care of our elders, our Black elders in particular, take care of them because they bore the brunt of so much.
Don't forget to subscribe to The Power to Connect with Angela Ray and follow her on Facebook You can also stay connected on Twitter and Instagram at AngelaRay.com.